So what's currently happening, the rundown, I'm in a dorm building, obviously. The RA knocked on the neighbor's door, and I thought that I was being too loud, so I'm going to be really quiet now. So we have 3 spies, right?
3 spies.
Hold on. So there are 3 spies, these guys. There are police cars outside, and the RA sounded fucking pissed at the guys next door. So, okay, guys, I need you guys to I need you to record. All right, I need to get this on camera. Let me turn the audio up.
Okay, so I'm outside trying to get into the hall, and across the way.
To the microphone.
Across the way.
You're screaming?
See if you can record that. Record it.
Is that a dinosaur? Fuck is just something.
So
They just
what's
shoot
happening
the
right
bot
now?
people?
There's a shit ton of horns going on. There's people cheering.
Welcome to Bicker News Live.
What
This should be the show.
Okay.
A fraternity thing.
But they start running across, and they have these weird long horns, like those ones that you use on the top of mountains, and they're running across and screaming.
Cola.
And then I eventually get in, and there's a table set up inside with 3 things. Candy. I got some milk duds. I mean, that was pretty
Great.
cool.
Lovely.
But they
Fuck yeah.
also, they were, I mean, I get it. It's like a sexual health thing. But they're really trying to get you to take the condoms and lube that they have. They have a lot of condoms and lube. So, yeah, I mean...
Can I go join them?
It was just a whole... between the police being there, people screaming in the hallway and getting offered lube, it was fun to get back in. But
I thought you said getting off with lube, and I'm like, whoa,
Getting offered.
back up. I missed
No.
a crucial part of this story.
But I did get a sun kissed for you.
Wow. What a ripoff.
Well, that was crazy.
That was
That has
crazy.
nothing to do with mine. What happened
What?
to you?
Oh
Yeah, what's
wait,
up with the
did you
pot?
hear? Okay, so Joel has the inside scoop of what the RA was saying to the neighbor.
whoa.
It was a cop.
Oh, he wasn't an RA, he was a fucking cop.
Oh, fuck.
Okay, Joel with the inside scoop.
Okay, so
Big boy.
we heard I heard that Connor said there was an RA out there. And the whole time I thought it was going to be an RA, but when I went to let Ben in from outside, he was in the stairwell, and I walked out, and there was this huge cop taking up half the hallway, and I was like, oh, fuck. And then the cop and the guy he was talking to both looked at me, and I was like, So they were talking about how this guy that the cop was talking to had earlier today gone down to the, what do you call the desk down front?
Desk.
Just the office. He went down to the office and there was someone in there. He had a question of some kind and they wouldn't talk to him. So he broke shit and then came back and his roommate also broke shit. And now they have a list of charges that they're going to court for, I guess. I got all this just from listening through the door.
Wow.
Oh my god.
Oh.
Okay, what is happening in Hall? Jesus.
Hall is crime central.
Yeah, I posted this on my Snapchat story this morning. Or not my story, but my Snap streaks this morning. When I came back to, or not this morning, yesterday. When I came back to, because I was at home this weekend. When I came back, there was a condom on the ground, just
That
shriveled
was
up.
great. That was really glad you sent that to me.
When I went to the bathroom, it was a fucking disaster zone. There was not actual shit, but there was toilet paper. There was plastic everywhere. I don't even know where the plastic came from.
God,
I don't even know what
Dexter.
it was. Yeah, it was weird.
You have lived in your first month of college more than I did my entire 2 years of college.
Whoa, it's insane. I just want to make sure you guys can't hear them very well, because I'm
sure
trying to.
I can.
I'm sure the
it
audio
picks up
picks
on
it
the
all up.
Discord, so I'm sure it's gonna pick up
Yeah,
on the audio.
alright.
So, like I said, make sure they shut the fuck up for 2 hours.
Did you hear that? Okay, they heard it.
Good. Fucking
But yeah.
death.
So, I think that was a good enough. Hey, kind of makes up for the fact that they might, peep in every once in a while because they gave
Occasionally
us
start
that.
screaming.
They gave us that.
That's true.
That is.
Plus, Connor gave us the fucking.
Woo!
Across the street, they're doing the same thing over and over again. I'm gonna see if you can hear it.
There's a horn.
Somebody just
they're
drove
just-
a truck through a crowd of people.
Well,
is
yeah,
what
they're
I
just
gathered
doing the
from
same exact thing over there, I
This
guess.
assortment of sounds.
That's fucking wild.
Join them.
So, well, on that note, welcome to the most exciting podcast episode of a podcast ever on the internet. Not really, but kinda.
But kinda.
Thank you. I made a not really but kinda joke the other day, and kind of just like it just happened because somebody was like, I was saying in my class, this guy's like, oh, this is, I don't know, it's kind of bullshit, I don't know, but not really, but kinda.
But kinda.
But I did it kind of with that kind of enthusiasm.
Yeah.
What kinda?
And he was like,
the fuck are you talking about?
And then earlier today, I had handed an assignment where I had to draw a bunch of outlines of different things, and one of the things I drew was the GoBicker logo.
Oh.
And then teacher's like, so what is that? I was like,
It's a screaming man being attacked by carrots.
She's like, is it anger? It's like, yeah.
is it anger?
In a way, yeah.
She's Korean, so there's a little bit of like a language thing. I don't think I talked about this either. In that same class earlier this month, we had to draw an outline of an object. I might have talked about it, doesn't matter. And
you did a dildo.
I'll get into that. I had an Xbox controller, and I was drawing the outline of it and from different angles and everything. And she looked at mine and she went, "Can you do it better?"
Oh damn.
Fuck!
I was like, "Oh, I can sure
you
try."
do it better, pussy?
Yeah.
Step the fuck up next time.
I was like, okay, cool, thanks. And I never did do it better, because then the idea with that was you would take the drawings, and then I don't know actually what the purpose of the drawings was, but you take whatever that object was, and you would take this aluminum wire and make like a 3D drawing out of it. And it was actually hold on.
Do you have the dildo?
I do not have the dildo. Quit cucking me in my story. Spoilers, bitch. So I was trying to make this Xbox controller, and this was like, you kind of see it's like, oh, that's controller shaped and everything. Oh, that's all right. It took like 6 hours to do this.
Holy shit.
And most other people had like whole ass shoes by that point. So I was like, this is taking way too long. I am way too slow. Very bad at this.
Yeah.
So then I switched to this microphone. Don't know why I have it, where it came from. It's not that microphone that I had been using. I just have this for some reason. And
Uh-oh.
it didn't go very well as well. But at that point, it was too late to turn back. And it looked like a vibrator or a dildo or something. And I was like, oh, fuck.
Did you have to explain, like, this is a microphone, I swear to God?
Kind of.
Did you bring in the microphone? Were you like, it's this?
This is my cock.
No. But, like I didn't... Nobody in the class was like, oh, it kind of looks like a sex toy. But nobody was like, that's a microphone, right? And then anyone who I did make the joke to, I'm like, hey, it's like a dildo. They're like, yeah, it is. So at least maybe people got it. And yeah, during the critique thing, the teacher's like, she's like, oh, so talk about it. And I was like, oh, well, fuck, I don't know, man. It's bad.
Well, it's a thing.
It's a little bit above average.
But it's real girthy, though.
Got a good girth.
And, it was
It's a sausage.
I spent a really, really long time on that project, and I did so fucking bad. Like, it looks so horrible. Like, even as far as dildos and vibrators go, it doesn't even look that good. It was so disappointing. I was so frustrated.
Definitely not the best
and sad.
dildo I've ever seen.
Yeah, it was such a double whammy. Like, so like that Sunday night, I was like, hey, crush, what's good, fam? And then she's like, let's not do this. I was like, oh cool.
No.
And then a couple days later, I had to go, this is my dildo. And they went, ugh, that's not good. I was like, I know. It was bad. It was a bad time. And then earlier today, I was kind of got into a little argument sort of thing with a teacher. Because we had I hate art school so fucking much. It's so bullshit. It's like I had to go out and find examples of line and texture and rhythm and so on and so forth. And he looked at my one for rhythm and he's like, is that rhythm? I'm like, I think it is. He's like, well, I don't know. I was like, I think it's rhythm. It's like,
actually,
I was kind of getting.
Excuse me, bitch.
I think
I was
it is.
kind of mad at him, and then then he left and went and talked to someone else, and some other person at the table was like, "I don't think he likes you." I was like, "Yeah, well."
Damn.
I was like, "I don't like him either." So
That's
fuck him.
direct.
Yeah, we
fucking
had
bitch.
You know what? I actually think he hates your guts. You know?
well,
I actually think he wants you to die.
While trying to critique another person's thing, like their final picture. He had some shit on his hands, well, not shit. He had something on his hands, and he was like touching their picture and was like smudging it, and he had no idea. And the person's like, "What the fuck?
What an asshole!"
He's such a piece of shit." And he rides a bike, and he's such a
Oh, fuck people who ride bikes, dude. They're fucking fuck them.
God,
Oh, he's
so angry the other
the
day when I
worst.
got behind like 40 cyclists.
Oh yeah, and he sent that Snapchat video.
Oh, I did send that Snapchat video. I forgot about that. I got very mad at them.
Fucking hate a college campus.
Oh my
so
god,
much.
I was stuck behind them. I was fucking yelling. I rolled the window down when I drove past them. I was like, "Fuck y'all!"
Oh yeah,
Also-
in that video you're like, "Fucking cyclists."
I was in a hurry to go somewhere for work. I needed to get there quick, and I was already like 20 minutes behind. So I was like, I got past, and I was like, "Fuck y'all and your fucking bicycles."
Oh man.
Also, I don't know if it's gonna pick up on the audio, but I'm pretty sure my neighbors just took down a fucking beam downstairs right below me. My entire apartment shook.
Why? Riddle me this. Why can't I have a decent, quiet audio environment to work with whenever I get around to editing months after we record things? What have I done to deserve what I have?
At least Kit quit, so we don't have that in the background anymore.
Yeah.
What the fuck are you guys? I'm streaming.
It's literally just called.
Mom, I'm streaming. Shut up! Get out of my room.
Did you hear what Ben was saying?
Oh, fuck
He
up.
said, "It's literally just Connor. It's literally just him."
Tell him to come here.
Get up and beat his bitch ass.
I don't think he's gonna want to. Connor, Terry says, "Come here."
I'm just gonna yell at him. Don't do it.
There's no consequence.
I'm just gonna make him cry.
I'm just gonna be like, "You fucking shut up."
Connor, it's okay. Give me a high five.
Don't high five him. No, put your
Don't fight,
fucking
no.
hand down.
Fuck off.
He needs to shut
Fuck.
up, and then he can get a high five.
Shut it.
No, you don't actually have to come over here, Connor.
No. I'll just,
Anyways.
I'll just yell. Oh. So, Myia, you know how you have your whole thing where it's like, "Careful, he's a hero."
Yeah.
You gave me one now where every time I crack my fingers, I think, "Oh, crunchy bones,"
Oh, crunchy.
and I hate it because like I have to crack everything, like when in the morning when I wake up, and I'm like, "Oh, crunchy bones." I'm like, I don't know.
bones.
And then the entire rest of the day, I'm like kind of fiddling and just kind of crack a finger. And I'm like, "Crunchy bones," and I hate it.
I'm out of focus again.
Jesus fuck.
There we go.
What a disaster. Riddle me this.
Yes.
Me and Chris, very drunk, somehow put on a better show
Very
than any
drunk.
episode of Not Really But Kinda.
I can't wait to edit that, but at the same time I can because I know I got very sad at one point for some reason.
Yeah, I don't know why exactly, but it was. I think
I
it's
was
just
very
'cause, like,
drunk.
it was you were drunk, and then you hold all this shit inside of you, and then you had an opportunity to let foot loose, and you kicked out your Sunday shoes.
There's a lot of things I really can't wait for the world to hear that Terry told me, and then I told Terry.
Myia, you're not allowed to watch that episode as well.
You can't watch that
Will I
episode.
cry?
No, but just like.
Did you say the N-word?
I
I
don't
might have.
remember.
I might have ended the podcast with a joke that involved the N-word.
I think
Terrence!
But it
I
was,
really
it
don't
was
remember.
in context. It needed
was-
to be
That
said.
doesn't matter.
It was tasteful.
It wasn't tasteful. It was about being a pedophile in jail. But
Oh god. Yeah, I remember the joke.
Hold on a moment. Hold on 1 second.
Yeah,
How
what's
does
up?
a pedophile in jail? How does that let you say the N-word?
God, I forgot about the
normally,
show.
when I would say just N-word, but because I was really drunk at that point, I just said the full word.
So that means you're a closet racist.
No, he's
Well,
not
no,
in the closet
the
after
point
last
of
episode.
The point of the joke is that I'm trying to die in prison, and so I need to get everyone against me, and so.
Just say that you touched people.
Well, I gotta say I touch people, but then the racists and the other pedophiles are be like, So I got to make sure to be like, well,
It was a funny joke in context.
it's a
but
good
you're not
joke.
allowed to watch that episode
You're
because
not
we said a
allowed
lot of bad things.
Like I said, I really do think maybe once you should have and it doesn't even have to be me because I don't think I would ever want to hang around you guys when you're drunk because how many times you say the N-word.
I only said it the one time. It was for a joke.
You said it. If you say it once, you say it a billion times.
That's not true.
So, but you might want to have like one showrunner.
No.
Like you
more
don't want to
fun
have
when
one. You don't want to have a designated driver.
No.
Okay, fair enough.
Sober people take the fun out of drinking. That's the most alcoholic thing I have or ever will say.
They're currently arguing in the background about how often Ben says the N-word. So I'm just gonna keep my mic muted until I need to say something.
N-word. So aggressive. So angry. So many noises that's gonna make Terry
It fell.
yeet himself off a balcony.
I'm sorry, Terrence.
Earlier today, I felt really bad. This girl who sits at one of my tables in one of my classes, she dropped something, and I was like, "Stop it!" You know, kind of jokingly.
Stop. Yeah.
But then she picked it up, and it was her phone, and she had got a crack across the screen, and she's like,
No.
"Oh, it's been a fucking day," and I was like, "Oh."
Oh.
It's like, well, time to go get the news.
That reminds me of this time a girl.
Shut up,
Connor.
slut!
Shut the fuck up.
That reminds me of this time in English class when a girl, she like dropped her phone. It was dead silent in the class too, so it was just like and she was like, so she like quietly got it off the ground and she dropped it again when it was dead silent in the class, and she was like, so she used her feet to get it that time and like just like scraped it, and she was like, whatever, I don't fucking care anymore. And while we were all getting up to leave, she dropped it another
Oh my
time
God.
and it cracked, like shattered, and she was like, and it looked just like she was trying so hard not to cry. I felt so bad for her.
I feel that.
After the guy who got his artwork smudged today, after that happened, he went to he's like, I gotta go to the bathroom. And so the person, and the person next to him, he's like, oh, if that was me, I'd be crying right now. And so he came
I
back.
think
He's
that's-
like, no, I was just gonna punch him. I was like, oh shit. Okay.
So yeah, that's smart.
I mean, he was-
that's smart of him to go to the bathroom.
It was for emotional reasons, but he's like, I wasn't gonna fucking cry, no. My sister once tried to stab me with a butter knife. I don't remember. Oh no, I remember why. She had some Barbies or toys or something that she was playing with, and I was like, dumb. And then she was getting really frustrated with me, and then she's like, stop it. And then I wouldn't. And then she had a butter knife because she's also had some Play-Doh and was kind of chopping it and stuff. And she went, Gah! It's like, oh shit.
Great relationship with your family.
It's not a great relationship. And then it's that same sister. I was thinking about this earlier today, that she has been, I feel like I've mentioned this before to somebody, like consistently, like 24/7, furious for years now. Like she's always in like such a terrible mood, and she's always really angry, and it's been a really consistent basis for like 4 or 5 years.
Maybe she's going through menopause.
For a consistent basis of 4 to 5 years.
Yeah, no, menopause lasts for like years.
Like,
it's not just like a
just,
one-time thing.
Constantly,
Yeah,
like
like-
it's
Yeah,
like 24
that's what
hours a
menopause
day,
is.
7 days
Yeah.
a week.
I had a
Maybe.
relative that went through menopause for like 10 years.
God, I'm glad I have a dick.
Unrelated.
Unrelated. I just wanted to announce the world.
God, I'm glad.
Glad I got a pecker. Can't wait to see what Terry does with that audio bite.
Yeah, I don't know. The possibilities are endless, but it doesn't matter because I'll never get to it because I'm gonna fucking no.
True.
Don't need to make that joke. Yeah, I'm not gonna do it.
I forgot about the bone in my dog thing until recently.
I didn't know what you were talking about, then I remembered.
God, I boned my dog at one point until recently. Forgot about that wonderful audio clip until
Yeah, well, it's because you
Recently.
kept being like, "Oh, you're fucking stupid," and it's like, "Oh, am
I don't know what
I?"
I was giving you shit about. But
What's going on?
They're referencing Always Sunny just in the background. They were like, I don't know if you, have you seen like most of the episodes?
Yeah.
They're just like saying in the background, "What is the password?" Orgy. You may enter.
All right,
So it's weird to just hear them say it.
Yeah. Good thing they're quiet and not a distraction though.
Hell yeah. What's the next topic? Or the first topic?
The deal, man. I don't know. I didn't prepare anything because I was just like, oh, wing it. But that was a bad
Hell
idea.
Yeah, it was.
That only works on Unhappy Hour because drunk people make things funny.
Here's the deal again, man. Hey, man. Like, there's three of us here. I don't need to be the only one carrying the show.
You always are. Where it's a bonfire without you.
You remember the last time you weren't here? What is it? You guys are getting increasingly more and more loud.
He's getting aggressive.
Look at them being not
Anyways.
distracting.
The fuck up.
Shut the fuck up. Shut the fuck up. I wish I could do this and like change colors, like just be like turn like bright red, like
If I take off my
this
makeup,
color
I could.
red. I would just be like, or then like go the other way, kind of like instead of going in, kind of go out, and I can turn blue. That'd be great.
Hold your breath long enough and you'll turn blue.
Oh God, like I have. Let's see. Here's the issue with coming up with topics and stuff as well. I have nothing to talk about but sad shit. I think, because like just now I thought like, oh, I've ever talked about how I try to drown myself in the shower sometimes, like.
Oh yeah.
Like I think I've talked about it, but it's like Jesus fuck, guy.
Didn't you say that you were the only one that didn't have a...
It wasn't. No, like it's not like
That wasn't a suicide attempt. That's just a.
that's a breath holding exercise.
Yeah, that's a deep breathing
Yeah,
exercise. Terry's training to be a deep sea diver.
Yeah. So
I'm
I
just-
hold my nose and hold my mouth, let all the water fill up. It's yeah. I mean, whatever.
Trying to
happens,
become a
happens.
merman.
I mean, I'm hoping that it'll mutate and I'll become Aquaman.
Oh, okay. I too want to be,
Jason Mimosa.
yeah.
Who?
Jason Momoa.
Jason Mimosa.
Oh. I thought you were talking about the guy from some guy. I don't know what guy exactly. Some guy from
Some boy.
Pirates of the Caribbean. I was like, who? Oh, like Barbosa. That's what I thought you were saying.
Oh, Barbosa. Yeah.
I was like, what?
That's a boy.
Barbosa? Can he breathe
Barbosa. underwater?
I'm not up on my Pirates of the Caribbean lore.
You know
I
who
was
is?
really hoping to have a
Madeline.
talk about that.
That sounded like you were gonna. Like, you know who is our next sponsor, but we don't have sponsors because we're
Our
failures.
next sponsor.
You know who is? Our next
Audible.
sponsor, Joel.
You know where you can learn more
Joel,
about...
give us money.
Joel, give us
fucking-
money.
Go to patreon.com/GoBicker.
Give us money, slut.
Patreon. Pay us. Fucking
He's
pay
pulling out
us
his
for
wallet.
all the fucking noise you are making in the background of our good show.
Yeah.
Fortune cookie
Yeah.
fortune?
Yeah.
Oh hell yeah.
Dude, I keep fortune cookie fortunes in my
I'm
wallet.
gonna need
too.
that back.
All right.
I'm gonna need that back.
All right. Hold on. Wait. Before you read it, is there a Chinese word on it?
No.
Oh well, never mind. That breaks my game. I was gonna say we should guess the word, but
Hentai.
So this was in Joel's wallet.
okay.
Don't spend the money that you don't have.
Amen.
Well,
That's
is
the only money
fucking
he has on him.
genius. So are you getting another roommate, or did like because
To my knowledge, there are no, to my knowledge, no roommates that need, no people that need a room yet. Like, because we're all moved in, like, it should be fine. I don't think I'll get a new roommate until somebody transfers in, or, yeah, that's about it. Or until, like, somebody has a disagreement with their roommate and they need to move out.
Hey, okay, no, I'm being distracted. Tell him to get his fucking shoes off the bed. What is he? Was he raised in the
your-
jungle?
Terry says
Fucking shoes off the bed. Take your fucking shoes off in the house.
Take your shoes
you
off
degenerate.
in the house. Have some
You-
respect.
You
Shoes on
fucking
furniture.
degenerate.
There you go,
What
thank
the
you.
fuck? Sorry, that really bugged
Jesus
me.
Christ.
Okay, but what I was gonna say is like, if you did end up getting a roommate, what you could do is invite all these boys over, and then the other person would be like, I don't want to be here, and then they'll leave, and then we can still do podcasts.
That's true.
Stick with the demon you know.
Right now, what I've been doing is that bed used to be as high up as this bed is, which like this bed goes up to here, right? Off the floor. And Ben and Connor helped me lower it, so it's like just a little bit off the floor, so we call it the couch now. So we have like a shit ton of people sitting on somebody else's future bed. So
Well,
There you go.
at least it's getting some use. I mean,
yeah, exactly. We're just beating it in.
yeah.
But yeah, so I frequently sit on there and just watch TV because this bed is too tall.
Which means it's just right for normal people.
Yeah, fucking dwarf.
What was that tweet you're talking about? Where you were like, "Oh, I'm too short for college." Just imagining.
Because, all right, when I
just kinda
walk
going,
in college, a lot of like, listen, I got tiny
into the
little
back of people's-
legs.
Just be
Running
like
like
Mr.
Mr. Krabs.
Well, no, because like here's the thing, I got small legs and I'm chunky, so it's like I'm slow in two ways.
That didn't stop Mr. Krabs. Just
That's
walk
true.
faster.
It didn't
Just
stop Mr.
Mr.
Krabs.
Krabs is a thick bitch.
I also don't want to like go to my classes going like,
Well, then,
because I already have to do that to my English class because it's up like fucking 8 flights of stairs.
Is there no elevator?
There probably is, but I don't want to be the coward that uses the elevator to go
Yeah,
to the third floor.
I know what you mean.
It's
Yeah.
not 8 floors up, it's 3 floors up. But yeah.
Fuck it, break tradition.
Break tradition. Go on the elevator. Every single time I do go there, I'm like, do you guys ever do the thing where you're like, you're very out of shape, so when you do like some sort of intense exercise, such as going up 3 flights of stairs simultaneously, you're kind of like,
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was especially bad when I was enormously disgustingly fat, and I was like,
Every single time I go up the
was trying to,
stairs,
like,
I do that.
hide it, like people couldn't see how disgusting
Yeah.
I was, and so yeah,
Well,
that was
you're
my
not disgusting.
plan. It was like, if I don't breathe heavy, then I'm not actually fat, and I don't have a problem.
that's my mentality. So I just
Yeah.
like, and then I just like get dizzy because I'm like, I don't have enough oxygen going to my
I don't
brain
get
right
dizzy.
now.
I'm an expert at making being uncomfortable, but like comfortably, I guess.
Comfortably uncomfortable.
Yeah.
The newest podcast on the
Comfortably
GoBicker
uncomfortable. I
Network.
like
Yeah.
that.
Fucking copyright it.
You guys, what was I going to say? Have you guys heard about the term freshman 15?
I have, yeah.
I'm currently getting the freshman 15, except the opposite. In the month I've been here, I've already lost like 10 pounds.
Damn.
Oh
Wow.
shit.
I'm
you
like
go.
not eating anything because I don't have time to.
Hey, that's my
Like,
idea.
Here's the thing, like, no, this is no joke. I'll go days where I don't eat until 10 o'clock at night. Like,
Hell yeah.
I'll wake
I've
up at
been
7
there.
a.m. and not eat until 10 o'clock at night. And I'm like, hungry. I want food.
So, yeah. I just like I've been doing it long enough, or I'm not hungry ever.
That's not good. That's not healthy.
Hey,
I considered myself spoiled today because I ate 2 meals.
that's way more than I ever eat.
Speaking of meals, our sponsor, syrup.
So
Yeah,
why do you have syrup?
Because
Yeah.
I used to eat breakfast when I had the chance, and when
Now I
Madeline
just
was here
squirt
to
the
tell me
syrup
to
in
eat
my
breakfast. No, I
Quick energy.
I like
boost.
had these like microwavable microwavable French toast sticks, and they're all gone because they only make like 4 breakfasts, and I already ate all those breakfasts.
Breakfast is overrated.
It is
Lunch
like I don't
takes
need
too
it.
much time. Everything else, take it or leave it. You know.
They don't leave it. Dinner's nice.
So what are you up to that you're not able to eat?
Work all the time.
That'll do it. But don't you have like a lunch break?
Well, I mean, yeah, at work, but I'll work like so. All right, during the school day, I go to school from 10 a.m. to 3 or 4 p.m. and I go to work at 5 until like 10 o'clock at night. And because it's a 5-hour shift, I don't get a lunch. I just get a break, so I just get a 15. So that's not really enough time to actually eat anything. So I just wait until after my shift to eat. And during the day, my classes are all stacked in such horrible ways that I don't have enough time to eat between classes. Where it's just like 20 minutes between class, and it's like, I can eat, but it's not like a meal time.
Have you,
know what I
considered
mean?
bringing a lunch?
No. And I don't want to, because I don't want to eat in class.
Well, if you have 20 minutes, you eat real quick in between classes.
Because I use that time to do the homework that I didn't do. Like a real college student.
Yeah, that's fair enough. Yeah.
I'm living the college experience. I am so wildly in debt, and I have not a lot of money to my name right now. So
Sounds like a great time.
I got a bill coming in on Wednesday that I'm not looking forward to because it's $160. And
Fuck, I wish my bills were $160.
to be fair, if my parents weren't so gracious to take the car payments away from me, which was $200 a month, I would have been like having to pay like $400 a month for in bills, and I don't make that much because I'm broke. And I make $11 an hour at fucking Hannaford, and I work 15 hours a week.
You only
This
work
episode
15 hours
brought
a
to you
week?
by fucking Hannaford.
Wait,
Except
okay.
for
how-
this week when I work 20 hours. And
How
I'm
does
not
that
excited
work?
for it.
'Cause wait, that would only be 3 days a week then, right?
All right, here's how it works. The last 2 weeks I've only worked 2 days a week, where I work a 8-hour shift or 7-hour shift on Sunday, and then I work like a 4 or 5 hour shift on Wednesday. And
So most days then, it sounds like you do have time to eat.
yes, however, I'm swimming in homework right now. Like, I'll go home and this is not an exaggeration. The longest time I've ever spent on one homework assignment was 4 hours because it was for calculus. And it had like, I am not joking, it had like 25 questions and each of those had like A, B, and C. So answer all of them.
Oh, fuck that.
I probably would have shot myself if I went to real college.
Yeah. And no, it
Like, I'm
sucks.
so glad I was dumb enough to get into community college.
I did take, in the middle of my mental breakdown, I did take what I think is kind of funny, but I guess in retrospect it's kind of not funny because it's just a video of me crying and going like, I love school. It's
That
great.
is really funny.
I will
fucking
send
hilarious.
it during the post show. I'll send it. Just remind me to.
Can't
And then we
fucking
can watch
wait.
it. Joel looked sad after I showed it to him, so
Oh, I'm sure that we'll laugh. 'Cause
Oh, I'll
we're
laugh,
two
yeah.
horrible boys.
yeah, it was today was a rough day because I cried after my physics class because I was like, I'm a
Jesus.
disappointment. I'm Mickey Mouse.
Fucking depressed.
But I'm all better now. I cried and it's all
Okay, until the next mental breakdown. So
yeah.
you need
So
to.
for the next 2 hours.
God. All right.
Okay.
Until one of them insults me and then I just cry again.
Maybe not tonight. I'm making it my lot in life. I'm gonna fix everyone's fucking problems, and I'll sort yours out. It'll take me a minute though, because I need it, because it's a time issue, right?
Yeah.
So I gotta figure out how I can organize your schedule,
Oh,
and just so you
I've
can
been-
eat and also not fucking scream and cry.
I have been waiting for you to be right on the whole college, like finding my soulmate or whatever.
Get
Wait,
dick
so wait.
down.
Are you making friends?
I'm making a lot of friends, yeah. There's this
You're on
one
the
guy
right
in my
track.
class, Brandon, and he is super funny, really, really nice, very cute. And last time we had a class together, we kept holding hands, but the only reason was because we were doing like a team building exercise and it was for balance. Like we're just like balancing on each other, but we were just holding hands like the entire time because we were balancing.
So, ask him out.
I made it to third base. So
Come
that's,
out.
Yeah, I touched his dick.
No.
We were holding.
I don't even know if he's single, bro. Dude, he like
Ask
was
him out.
talking one time about
wait,
like
no,
in
wait.
physics class.
If he's single, just look him up on Facebook or something.
Yeah,
Facebook and
Facebook
Instagram.
stalked
I don't know.
shit out of this boy.
Well, here's the thing. Here's the other thing. Like, I don't know if I want to date him because he was talking about how sometimes he'll like just drink alone, and that's kind of sad. And he's 18, and so that's illegal. And I'm not really fond of that.
Sad and illegal.
Well, here, be a positive influence on his life then. Look him up on Facebook
Well,
and
last time
Instagram.
I tried to do it, last time I was like, you know, I'm gonna be a positive influence on this guy's life. He was really okay with the fact that I was 9 years younger than him. So
Well,
yeah, but that's a
maybe date someone
completely
your
different
age then.
story. You fucking that's
Yeah.
not kosher.
that's not kosher. You are
That's
correct.
not kosher.
What else was there? Oh, and then it was really weird because Friday I was just like, I kept holding hands with Brayden and also
Bullshit name, by the way.
I hate it.
I keep
That
thinking
in and of itself. Never mind. I take back everything I said. Don't
Just
touch
don't
this
go out
boy.
with
He has a nasty
him.
fucking
Actually,
name.
yeah, I'm kinda like,
Brayden
ugh.
is such a bullshit. Does he spell it with a Y?
no
Okay, good. I was gonna say because I went to high school
don't
with a guy
think
who
so,
spells
at
it with
least.
a
How does
Y.
he spell it then?
I think it was like
BRADEN. I think.
okay.
I'm
That's
not
a
sure.
little
I
bit
haven't
more
seen it spelled
forgivable.
out.
Still a bit more forgivable, but it's still a fucking bullshit name.
But yeah, no, I don't know. Oh, during that lab, like it was a team building lab thing, and so while we were waiting to get started, because we were outside, I was just like on my phone, and a fucking bee lands on my hand, and because I'm a sensible person, I didn't move. I was just like, oh, there's a bee, so I put my phone down, and I was just kind of looking at it, and then fucking in this class, I'm one of 2 girls. There are like 20-ish people in the class, so everybody circles around me, and I'm just like,
I've seen this porno before.
it's a bee, and they were like, what the
There's a bee.
and Brayden was standing right next to me, and he was like, yo, dude, Myia, if like a fucking wasp came at you next, and you just like tamed it, I would be fucking terrified of you. I would call you a witch, actually, and I would not talk to you ever again. And I was like, fair statement. Because and then like later on, because we were outside for the entire thing, this guy Joey, he just kept having bees like get on him, and one time he was just like, all right, Myia, can you do your bee thing and get the fucking bees off of me? And I was like, is that my thing now? Do I have a bee thing? Like I can just tame bees? Yeah. Just because one landed on me one time.
I mean, for all they know, it's a superpower.
That's true.
What if that was your superpower? It'd be kind of a lame superpower.
I don't know. Bees are cool.
Yeah,
To
but
control
it's like,
bees.
No,
people
but if it's like I can control one bee,
Oh,
that's
okay.
a lame power.
You can't control like a hive. You can only control one at a time. So if
But
you
if
want to
it's
get
the
an attack
queen-
going, you've got to like fucking sieve control one
Yeah,
unit
yeah.
at a time.
And they die instantly if they sting anyways.
Yeah, so they're useless.
So you're just killing the environment to
Yeah,
smite your
so-
enemies.
What else was happening? Oh yeah. And then at the end of the day, like so it was Friday, so I went home afterwards, and home is like 2 hours away. So I was getting everything to my car, and this guy that was in that same class, Alex, and we were walking up. I found this out that day that we both live in the same dorm, and I guess we just didn't ever see each other. We live on the same floor too. It's really
Wow,
weird.
easy
Anyways.
access.
He's the guy that just got busted for selling weed.
No, he lives on the other end of the floor. So when we went to our cars, we coincidentally were parked pretty close to each other, and then we noticed each other, and we were like, "Oh shit, that's a person in my class." And we were like, "Hey, how's it going?" And then it was like, "Whatever." And then he was like, "Oh, that's not good." Like he said that out loud, and I was like, "What?" And he was like, "My car's not starting," and I was like, "That's very
It'd be
bad."
like that sometimes.
So I was getting ready to leave at like 3:40-ish, right? And I didn't get to leave until 4:10 because I had to jumpstart this dude's car, and neither of us knew how to jumpstart a car because neither of us are car people. And my dad like tried to teach me several times, but I never like really got it. I was just like, yep, whatever, put that on that. So now I can actually jumpstart a car because I actually had to do it once. And it was the worst because I called my dad and I was like, hey, how do you jumpstart a car? I don't know how to. And he was like, okay, why are you jumpstarting a car? And he said, and I quote, is this MILF's car? And I was like, a MILF? He's like, yeah. And I'm like, no. And he's like,
yeah,
oh,
Dad, I'm dicking
who
down.
is it? He was like, who is it? And I was like, just a guy in my class. And he says, oh, is he cute? And like, just on instinct, I was like, no. Like, I just said no.
Wait, is
That
he
was a
Fucking
lie.
ugly. He's an
No,
ugly
dude's
bitch.
actually really, really attractive.
Dude is repulsive.
And then my dad jokingly says, do you want me to explode his car? And I was like, no. And so he's
daughter
just
wanna
joking,
commit a
whatever.
crime?
Here's the thing, though. Here's the thing. Apparently, he heard my dad say, explode car. And he was like, oh, we don't want to. Like, I don't think he heard the entire thing because he was like, oh, like, I heard somebody say, I heard your friend or whatever. I don't think he knew it was my dad. And he was like, I think I heard your friend say, like, exploding the car. I don't want that to happen. And I was like, fuck, did he hear me say that he wasn't cute so fast after?
Well,
I was like, that's.
And here's what you want to do then. Do the opposite. Be like, yo, dog. I
You're
tap it.
mad cute.
You are fucking gorgeous.
Brother, you're gorgeous.
You're fucking. You're like Shrek when he became human.
Yeah.
Fucking
Ew,
beautiful.
did you think he was attractive?
He's a
Oh,
babe.
fuck, bro.
It was a
He's
bad
a
joke.
babe.
Oh, that's what I want.
I
in
just want to
life.
add, Shrek as Shrek is also a babe.
Shrek is a fucking
He can
babe.
get
You
it.
leave my boy alone. This is my swamp.
The boy
This is his
bathes
swamp.
in mud, and it's hot.
What the
Ew.
boy?
You're disgusting.
What that
Yeah.
good thick boy?
Anyways. Will you cut this? Well, I can't. No, I can't say that. Never mind. Anyways, continue.
Say it. Say it.
No,
say
I
it.
can't. No.
Say it. See,
What was it
you
about?
willed it into
Get out,
existence.
get out.
What
No.
was it about?
Something. No, we're not talking
No,
about it
but I
now.
want.
Yes, we
No,
are.
we're not talking about it
But I
now.
want to know.
Something
I
that we
wanna
can
know.
cut out
Joel wants to
later. Joel does
Joel
want
wants
to
to know
know.
too. Look at that boy and his inquisitive face.
He's so inquisitive. He's very
He
curious.
is very
We
inquisitive.
can.
We all
Listen.
want to know.
Here's the thing. I don't want the live stream to know.
Is it about fucking?
Yes.
Is it
it's
about
fucking.
Dicking down.
Did you hear? He said score. Well, We'll talk about it.
I'm writing it. I'm adding it to my
later.
list of things that you need to talk about.
Damn it, y'all are gonna make me stay up and be old. No, trying to be old. I gotta
We
work
have to
early
do
in
a
the morning.
post show anyways.
But I want to know about the dick down.
I
Anyway.
didn't get fucked. What do you mean?
Did you
think
do
I
the
got
fucking?
Fucked? No.
No, I assumed you fucked somebody with your big dick.
No, the closest I've got to fucking was holding hands with a guy for a fucking lab experiment. If it does sate your appetite, though, there is one more person that I'm like, this guy, like, no, like, feelings for, but I'm like, I want you to bend me over to the table. It's like.
Wow.
Turnaround is gold. That was fucking.
Anyways.
Interesting.
Yeah. But yeah.
It's the way you turn around like.
I knew I was gonna get a reaction out of him.
Anyway,
Because I thought you were doing something. You're just breaking your back. Anyways.
shut the fuck up, Brokeback Mountain.
He said, shut the fuck up, Brokeback Mountain. No, they don't hate you.
I just like roasting
That was
people.
so funny.
Yeah, exactly. That's all it
Brokeback
is.
Mountain.
I mean all of my roasts in the nicest way possible.
Of course. Oh, of course.
Boy.
Shut up.
Shut the fuck up! I almost went over in my
fight
chair
you.
again.
It is pouring rain outside right now.
Shut the fuck up.
Shut the fuck up, God.
That's blasphemous. I'm
Yeah,
getting
hey,
Catholic
whoa.
guilt.
Yeah, this is a good Christian show, and I need you to not fucking say that thing that you just said.
I'm sorry. I'm gonna go pray.
What if we did? Like every podcast, we're like, all right, and we've now reached the hour mark. It is time to pray. We're just
And if you didn't know,
On the
hail Jesus Lord himself.
see, I feel like when the Bicker meetup eventually happens, we need to go to a Catholic church and confess our sins before a priest.
Before or after the show?
how much? Yeah, I mean,
Yes.
like also, but how much?
Yes.
Like if we're traveling cross country to do this thing, and we want to make sure we're,
We're not going cross
maximizing the
country.
time.
We're going to the Vatican.
Oh, yeah.
Cross-continental.
I want to change gears for a moment to another story, another brief story of mine that I actually remember the details of. I accidentally made a bomb that went off in my apartment while I was gone over the weekend.
How?
Go on.
No, I'm just gonna leave it at that.
Okay. Yeah.
No, so as all good stories start, I made homebrew wine
Why?
because I wanted to go blind. A friend of mine is like, here's my Gammy's fucking wine recipe, and I was like, cool. I'm an alcoholic, and I just dabbled in brewing my own beer, which turned out fucking horrible, by the way. No carbonation, very easy to get drunk on uncarbonated beer. Just FYI,
Glug, glug, glug.
pretty much. But yeah, so I made the wine, and there's when you're brewing the world of brewing, when you brew wine, you put this little airlock thing on top of it that lets air go away because it builds up pressure. And I made it, and I got through that process, and you go through, like, you make the wine, you let it set for like a month, and then you dump it into a thing and filter all the little crap out, and you put it in a jug, and it's fine. It was in a gallon jug. I stuck a cap on. I stuck a cap on top of it.
The lid.
The lid. No, I stuck a cap on top of it, and it wasn't really good, but I was like, I'm gonna keep it just in case. And I stuck it in a cabinet underneath my silverware drawer and forgot about it for about a month. Well, apparently it wasn't done brewing and it kept building pressure. Cause I came home. I just thought I'd let y'all know I came just now in this moment.
Yikes.
Oh, I came home.
That's a no
yesterday
from me, dog.
That's a hard no for me, dog. You did not just come.
Terry looks like he wants to fucking die.
That's just my face.
I was like, how's that
Yeah.
different than any other day?
Yeah.
Yeah, I came home yesterday from being down at my parents' house, And I opened the door. I was like, that's a weird smell. I guess I forgot to take the trash out again. And I went into my kitchen, and the entire floor was covered in wine and glass shards.
Oh my god.
Because the jug exploded. And when I say it exploded, it's not like the top popped off. The entire gallon jug shattered.
Oh my god.
And this is like one of those thick glass jugs like you put moonshine in.
Thick.
It's fucking the sea.
The sea. I forgot about that.
The sea.
The sea.
But yeah, it was a fucking thick bitch. So it blew glass everywhere. It just like scratched the shit out of the inside of the cabinet that I had
Oh
in
my
it.
god.
Shit.
Like there were
At least you had it
shards.
inside a cabinet, so you don't have to pay
Oh.
like damages for
And also,
your
yeah, like,
walls.
Good thing you weren't
Yep.
there when it happened too. 'Cause I'm sure you would have shit your
that-
goddamn pants.
That would have scared the shit out of me because it probably sounded like a fucking bomb going off.
Oh yeah, you imagine.
Did
just kinda-
anybody like talk to you about it?
I don't talk to any of my neighbors, so I don't know.
Your landlord wasn't like, Chris?
So yeah, your neighbors reported a bomb went off in your fucking apartment. It's like, oh yeah, sorry.
trying to make wine? My bad.
I was trying to. My moonshine still exploded. Sorry about that. No, but yeah, my attempt to be like Jesus and turn water into wine did not go well.
Hopefully water's
it
not
blew
getting
up.
in. Ugh.
It blew the fuck up, and yeah, my apartment still smells like wine because I don't think I've managed to sop up all of the wine.
Terry can't hear us. This is Bicker Boy hours.
Terry, you're a thick bitch.
I feel like I missed a lot.
I look like a different fucking human being without glasses on. I look like a different fucking human being in general.
You can't see the glare in my eyes anymore.
I can't see. I can barely make out fucking
I can't
facial
see you
features.
guys
I'm
very well.
blind as dick.
Terry, take off your glasses.
What if I just reached behind my eyes and plopped out my?
Oh my god.
He's like, I've had glass eyes this entire time.
What if we just did the rest of the podcast, no glasses? You guys could actually see where I'm looking now.
I can't see is the problem. Like, I can't read anything on the Audacity screen right now.
Wow.
I can't make out the beautiful facial features of Terry.
Thank you. I appreciate
Myia
it.
is also here.
Can't make out the beautiful facial features of Terry. Or Terry.
Or Terry.
Only Terry.
Terry is all that matters.
Yeah.
He is
This
my
is
love.
Terry's show. We're just guest starring.
Welcome to Terry's Power Hour.
Where I have no power.
Yeah. Terry's the sub in this situation.
Yeah, he's
And
yeah.
all situations.
You bottom bitch.
Yeah.
I
want to
asked
say
this question.
something, but
I don't
Terry's
know
gonna get mad at me if I say it, so I'm
Say it.
not going
Say
to.
Say it.
Terry, let's see your dildo, bud.
Oh yeah, let's see your dildo.
No.
I want to
do
see your
that.
dildo.
No, you can do that. What am I stepping on? Oh.
I want to see it. I want to see it. Bring it out one episode. It
No.
could be on a happy hour. You can just send me
Wait,
a
hold
picture
on. You
of it.
actually have a dildo?
Boom! Now I have more interest created.
Okay.
Wait.
Not
Wait.
not for
I
fucking
thought-
myself. I just want to specify that.
Wait, you actually have one though?
I would never. That's a sin.
Unless you watch on happy hour when it comes up to your
fucking Jumbotron back there. Quit judging me.
Joel?
fucking Jumbotron.
Terry says to stop judging him.
Fucking Jumbotron.
Fucking Megatron. Optimus Prime.
Fucking Optimus Prime back there with the glance of judgment.
He has like one of the easier names to remember. Joel.
I know his name. I just didn't want to call
Oh,
him
It's not
his
gonna
name.
stop me from making nicknames for the fucking peanut gallery.
Brokeback Mountain and Jumbotron.
Fucking Brokeback Mountain and Jumbotron. Our latest guest.
If you're gonna sit in front of the camera and be 8.5 feet tall, what do you expect?
Oh, now you kind of just make me want to have like a height comparison between Joel and I.
Definitely
Should
fucking
we?
should. Yeah.
Okay, all right, hold on.
You go
Give
to
me a
his
second.
fucking knees. He's up through this fucking ceiling.
I'm going to raise this up a little bit. So, oh, Joel, can you stand up, please? And stay over there.
Tiny
You can
and
crouch a
Tiny.
little bit if you don't want to hit your head on the ceiling.
Christ, he's destroying everything in his path.
He's fucking Godzilla. Damn.
Fucking Godzilla over here.
He's gonna start
Okay.
going.
Yeah, probably.
That power stance as well. Jesus fuck.
Fucking tall bitch.
So mine's like what, like 4'11"?
He's like the average one. He's a little bit of a short king.
Get the fuck in here. Look at that family picture.
Look how white I
Well, everyone knows she's white, yeah.
Yeah, we know you're white as shit.
How fucking hilarious it would be if he broke the chair.
He sits down in the chair, just fucking.
Apparently he's watching the stream while he's on it.
Oh, good.
I don't know.
Breaking the fucking.
Probably so he can hear you guys. Oh, he's supporting.
You can support us by going to patreon.com/GoBicker and donating even a $1 level.
We lost our one Patreon.
Fuck.
Pie
Wasn't it Pie?
unsubscribed. Yeah.
What a cock.
Yeah. Somebody's gonna have to replace him.
It could be you.
Could be the people
could be
sitting
you.
behind Myia right fucking now.
Taking up our valuable screen time.
I'm just laying there like
Now Connor's there.
I want to drop out of school so bad. And I want GoBicker to be my job so bad. But more than oh god, no, I'm not saying that.
But more than that, I want to drop off a cliff.
I have another therapy appointment next Tuesday. And
good.
when she's like, "So do you have like a plan?" I'm like, yeah, cuz it's like jumping off a building or sitting in front of a train or shooting myself isn't that complicated.
Oof.
She's like, "Are you gonna do it?" And I'm like, "Well, not right now. I'm busy."
Yeah, I've got stuff going on. I've got it
Why?
right now. It's on the books
Did you like
for
want
next
to do it
Tuesday.
together? Like, no, I wasn't gonna kill myself unless.
Are aliens real?
Fuck yeah. We missed the Area 51 raid. We can't talk
We
about
fucking
aliens.
should have gone to it.
GoBicker Meetup 2020.
Didn't they all go meet up at like 5 in the morning?
No, it was like midnight.
So there was a fuck yeah, and there was a yeah.
I mean, technically, yeah, they exist.
Ain't
I don't
no
know if
fucking
they.
technically.
I don't know if they.
I know
mean,
it stuck its
alright,
finger
yeah.
up my ass.
There's nothing technical about it. Aliens definitely exist.
Okay.
It's almost assured. Nothing's 100% ever. But, however, I don't think they exist in the way that we think they exist. I don't think they have, like, super intelligent, like, spacecrafts that can go to our world and blah, blah, blah. I just think there is life on other planets.
Is there intelligent life elsewhere?
Probably. Statistically, yeah.
Not really, but kinda.
Statistically, it's most likely that there is intelligent life on other planets. However, ones that can, like, do space travel, I'm not saying it's not possible. I'm just saying it's not as likely. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. Besides, like, hearing all of those stories of, like, oh, there were aliens that did this to me, I'm like, okay, I believe you.
No, that's all bullshit.
I wish Madeline was here, because then she could tell this story that her dad has. Her dad has this really fucking weird story about owls and aliens, and, like, he got into a... Alright, I'll give you the very brief rundown. He used to get really bad migraines whenever an owl came to his door, like, came to his windowsill, and that went on for years, and it was like, like a constant humming was in his ears, and then he'd just, like, black out, I think. I could be wrong on this, but he would just black out. And then several years later, he got into a motorcycle crash, a pretty bad one, where he got, like, all scraped up and, like, you know, it was bad. And then years later, he found, like, a lump in his leg. And so he was like, oh, this is something probably from the motorcycle crash, just like shrapnel or something. He went to the doctor, got it out, and it was like a completely smooth spherical object that would not have been there in a motorcycle crash. And it, like, they didn't know what it was.
Oh my god.
He thinks, and Madeline thinks, he's been abducted by aliens. And they had a tracker on him.
I have a UFO story.
Tell it.
Oh,
Not as
shit.
interesting as that one. So yeah, I feel like I've said this. I've told this story on the podcast before. Well, I've told a lot of stories on the podcast before about my strange encounters. It's probably because the aliens abducted me and put their finger up my butthole. Mm-hmm. It was a good healthy chunk of years ago. It was probably like 4 or 5 years ago. I was going with my mom somewhere at night. I think we were going to pick up dinner. We're going to get like Mexican food or something like that. And we're going down a road. And over this pasture, where good old alien abductions always happen, mind you.
Yeah, it's always in pastures.
There were 4 lights floating in the air. Yeah, because I looked this shit up. It's a real UFO that people see.
This is real.
It's a
I
real
swear
fucking
to God.
UFO that people see. I swear to God.
He just pulls out a tinfoil hat and he's like, it's real.
It's like, listen, you've triggered me now. No, but yeah, I saw it was like floating above it, and we stopped in the road and looked at it, except both of us were like, what the fuck? Because we were like, well, maybe it's a helicopter. And then it started just being like, whoop, whoop,
Oh, that's
and it just
freaky.
fucked off into the sky, and we never saw it
That's
again.
freaky.
Well.
And both you and your mom saw this? That's
Yeah,
weird.
oh yeah, both me and my mom saw this, and like to this day, like neither of us know what it is, but if you look it up, I can't remember what it was called, but it's like this specific UFO type. tinfoil hat. But no, I looked it up. It was like a real thing.
Whoa. If it's a specific Pacific UFO type,
Wait,
is it really an unidentified flying object?
Yeah. Is it just
like nobody's been like, yeah, it's aliens or whatever. No, it hasn't been identified exactly what it is. It's just a UFO type. There's many types of UFOs. Is the flying saucer? We know what a flying saucer looks like, but that's not identified.
We know about UFOs, but no one knows about the flying saucers.
I'm gonna look this shit up. Not Xbox 360. I want to know.
What is your opinion, Terry? What do you think about aliens?
I'm basically with you. Like, they've got to be somewhere.
Okay. Yeah, like statistically they have to be.
Yeah. But then also, like, there's theories that it's like, if I think it's kind of related to multiverse shit, where it's, or like parallel universes, where it's like, we are this universe's intelligent life, and then the next universe has a different intelligent life.
Oh, so there's only like one per universe?
That's weird. There's also some that are just like, I don't even think it's about parallel universes, where they're just like, no, maybe the rest of the universe just didn't form this way, and we just kind of are a weird happenstance, and we are the alone in the universe. So, like, I think there's probably something somewhere, especially because we can barely look outside of our own galaxy.
Yeah.
And, like, there's probably species that are, like, quite similar to ours, because there are so many fucking planets in the universe, and there are so many that could have gone through very similar or the same exact circumstances that our world came to. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, they might just have blue skin or whatever. Fucking avatars. They might have...
They have their own special racial slurs.
They might have racial slurs where calling somebody a penis is a slur.
And, yeah, so it's like, you say penis, and they're like, you can't say that, you're white.
Oh, you're white? You can't say that, you're white. You can't say penis.
I'm sorry, you can't say penis. Only
blue people can say penis, alright? Penis is our word, but you can say peen.
Yeah, you can say peen. That's all you're allowed to say.
Did I tell you about the gamer is our word, but you can say gamer? One of Ben's coworkers, he has a coworker, Steve. They were both in center store, so they'd both just be like blocking things in the aisle, like putting things up and, you know, stalking. And then out of nowhere, Steve just like turns to Ben, and they're both white, by the way. And Steve is just like, gamer is our word, but you can say gamer. Out of no context, didn't say anything after that. It was just like, so Ben was just like,
sounds like a pretty cool guy to me. I don't know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Ben has the most fucking hilarious stories about Steve. Like, it got to the point where anytime I would hear him mention Steve, I'd be like, my soulmate? Like, let me meet him, please?
Need to dick this boy down?
Yes, I need to put on the strap and just go to town.
Pegging.
It would be so unenjoyable to suck on a strap-on, but I've seen it done.
Yeah, I don't get
Maybe
why
you.
people do that. I think they do it for like a power thing, but I don't get why.
Nothing beats just a good old-fashioned flush and blood cock in your mouth.
I wonder what it feels like to suck a penis. Huh? I wonder what it feels like.
All right, I volunteer.
Oh no! It's a good thing we don't have an HR department.
Yeah.
Oof. I digress.
Did I ever tell you guys? Never mind. I probably shouldn't say that.
Yes, you should.
There was one period in my life where I was very heavily considering, like, you know what? I just, like, I don't care who it is. I want to get it over with. I just want to fuck somebody. I just have to get it over with.
Oh, and that was it?
And then I didn't, yeah.
Oh, okay. I thought you were going to go somewhere with it.
No.
Just crossed my mind.
Yeah. So, I also want to know what it feels like to get your penis sucked. Because words cannot describe the envy that I feel in not having a penis. I
mean-
want to know what it feels like. I want to know what it feels like to have a raging boner. I want to know what it feels like. It probably feels really good.
No.
Painful.
There's nothing
some days.
inherently like just the existence of the penis. Nothing nice about it. It's like what's done
Gets
to it.
in the way.
That's true. I also, when I'm like, if I have a boner in gym class, I don't have to tuck it or anything. Even though I do, because I have an 80-inch penis.
Oh, I think it's gotten smaller.
Yeah, it's like 150
It's cold
feet
outside. Don't
last
look at
week.
me.
Shrinkage.
I swear it's never like this.
I swear, it wasn't like this morning.
Yeah, dicks just fucking get in the way.
I don't feel like mine does. And maybe that just says a lot more about me than it says about you. But
Yeah, my giant penis.
You know, my
just
tripod gets in the way
my
sometimes.
fucking baby leg gets in the way.
What was I gonna say?
My fucking soup can.
What was I gonna say? I've asked, I don't know if I've asked this on the stream or if I've asked you guys in general. I probably have. Would you guys get pegged? I feel like I've asked
I
this.
think you've asked that. No, I'm alright. I've already got so many fucking issues. We have to talk about this because I think I've said that same thing. I mean, where it's like, no,
Oh yeah, too many butthole issues.
There'll be too much blood and tearing and.
Yeah, I don't even want a finger in my ass.
Yeah, right. Because also, like, I don't want to traumatize the person who, when they pull their finger out, also pulls up my asshole and then prolapses it because it's probably about to there anyway.
I'm not gonna say that. Never mind. That's a horrible.
Say it, say it, say it,
No,
say it,
you don't want to know what I
say
was
it,
about
say
to
it,
say
say it,
because
say it.
you're
I very much
traumatized.
do want to know what you were going to say.
I actually kind of
Nobody
do.
wants to deal with the amount of hair that is in my ass.
Joel, please clip it, please.
Hang on, there's too much to clip.
Joel, please.
I'll just clip it later. It doesn't.
Oh, okay.
I really, really hope that my downstairs neighbors just heard me loudly explain.
You just gotta go in there with shears, dude.
Oh man,
no.
You can make yourself a sweater out of your ass hair.
True, I could. I have a friend of mine who got his ass waxed, and he said it was the most uncomfortable thing in the world because
mean,
the hair
probably.
controls all the hair controls all the
we've-
fucking sweat.
we've had this
And when
conversation.
your ass cheeks are just shiny clean, it's just like constantly.
Yeah, we've had this exact
And I don't-
conversation.
Yeah, I know. I just thought I'd reiterate because yeah.
Words can't express enough how glad and fortunate I am in the body hair department, because I have a really little amount of body hair, so I'm so glad that I don't have to deal with whatever you have to deal with, the cheese grater situation when you poop.
Fucking. Oh my god, it just comes out in shreds, in tatters.
I need a cigarette. I'm clipping things.
I need a cigarette.
Fucking Joel doesn't understand. Joel, I've been here for fucking 2 years, dog. Like, I need a. That's why I drink
have-
so much.
So much hair.
Madeline's not gonna be happy when I say that, because I told her that once in the car and she wanted to throw up.
Did you say that exact thing? You're like,
Yeah, like
I
a
don't have
cheese. It's like a
I don't have
cheese
the
grater.
cheese grater situation you have. And she's like, what the fuck, man?
No, not that she has, but like I think I was talking. I think Chris like said that first. Like he said the Play-Doh, the Play-Doh Fun Factory situation, and I was talking about Chris's hairy butt.
I'm glad my asshole comes up in conversation. I'm really glad that it comes up in conversation for more people than just me.
Well, it was like regarding like a past podcast. Like we had just done it, or like 2 days before or something.
Boy.
Oof. Yeah, this is just it's a lot to deal with. Be glad that you just don't fucking just so much hair. Me and Terry had the conversation. No, I'm not gonna take that conversation up again. That was on happy hour. But yeah, hair gets in the way of a lot of shit.
What was the conversation?
Does it get in the way?
Oh,
No, wait, does it get in the
No,
way?
Terry knows what I'm
Jesus
talking about.
Christ,
I don't
Chris,
want
you're
to bring
a
that up with
monster.
you.
That's right.
I am not a
Do
monster.
you pull on it, you freak?
No. It's
No.
no. It's nothing really to do with the hair. It's just like that's a side thing for the whole thing.
It's a side
Fuck.
tangent about a very heated argument me and Terry had about a
You
very,
are a
very
disgusting
bad topic.
monster, and I hate you.
I am not.
I hate you.
I am less disgusting than you are.
I am not. No. It's no.
No.
We have a couple boys in the background. Should we ask them?
I want to pose this question. When you're fucking beating your meat, when you're fucking beating your meat like it owes you money.
Yeah.
And you reach payload delivery, where the fuck does it go? Because this nasty motherfucker.
Come here. Get him over here.
Come here.
He wants
Tell
to,
us.
Alright, he wants both of you
because
to come here.
this nasty motherfucker.
No. Give them a second to answer. I need to hear this first.
Joel's saying, hold on a second. Connor's saying no. Connor didn't hear it. Let me reiterate the question to him.
In my exact verbatim wording.
Yes.
When you are beating your meat like it owes you money, and it's your AirPods. He dropped his AirPods.
Not my pods, bro.
When you're beating your dick like it owes you money and your payload has reached the destination, where do you finish?
Both these boys need to come
on
here.
something? Are we talking like r/coming on figurine?
No, I'm talking like
just like it's a Wednesday afternoon or whenever people do that, and you're just like bleh,
it's a cold, drizzly October.
Connor says it depends on the position.
what the fuck?
What fucking position?
When I'm hanging by my feet, I generally jerk off in my mouth. Like, what does that mean?
What position? No. I want to hear what positions this boy's jerking off in.
Connor, what position?
Put the pillow down.
Just like that.
No,
He says any position.
Puts the
He
pillow
has
on
to. He has to fucking like smother himself.
I think
like-
he's smothering himself.
That's a good kink you got there, buddy.
Listen here, buddy. Everyone here in this conversation has done this before. Don't. We're human beings.
Everybody's
This is his
beat
first
their
time
meat.
being on the podcast. Pervert.
Where do you blow your load, Joel?
Anyway, Mungo, where you blow your load at?
I
What does mungo mean?
It's short for humongo.
yeah.
Okay.
Okay, so if on a
Good day.
I'll catch it all in my hand.
Boom! Boom! Boom!
And then we dispose of it afterwards.
Boom!
I thought for sure Chris would
told
be the
you.
only one. That's disgusting. What the fuck is wrong with you both?
No, this
wait,
this nasty
wait.
motherfucker comes all over his fucking person.
And then I just wipe it off real quick, and then it's not like in my hand. Like I'm not grabbing it like a fucking. Ugh. It's like it's too much. At least like I use my hands for more things than fucking cum.
I wash my hands after I beat my dick.
I mean, I wash my hands too, but fuck, Christ alive. I feel like my hands are too precious to just put jizz all over.
Okay, now he swings both ways. That's like
Connor swings both ways.
that's above.
What?
He says,
Laying down.
Wait, you're laying down? How do you beat your
Dude,
dick
hold
while
on,
you're
hold
laying
on,
down?
Hold on. Do you jerk off standing up frequently?
I mean, it happens sometimes. I mean,
Yeah, I mean, yeah.
how are you gonna do it in the shower if you're not standing?
If you're gonna do it in the shower, are you catching it at all? Why don't you just go
No,
in
it's
the
just
tube?
going. That's a completely different scenario.
Yeah, you just
Most
point
of the
at the drain
time,
and blow.
if I'm standing up, I'm gonna come on something. It's
It's gonna be Connor. You're gonna come on Connor.
Yeah, I'm gonna come on that good boy.
Golly.
Brokeback Mountain.
Fucking Brokeback Mountain. This episode got out of hand really quickly.
So, anyways, that's how they conclude.
Conclude.
That concludes our TED Talk.
Concludes the conclusion.
I think that also concludes the episode. So if you didn't know,
Excuse me, ma'am, I'm
this
concluding.
is the just worst. Oh, like no, I always use worst. This is just the most disgusting, like disappointing episode of this podcast
Yeah.
we've ever done. Not really, but kinda.
This is like having a bad orgasm.
Remember, of course, you can go to twitch.tv
That's what this episode
GoBicker and watch it live as we record it.
Very
For free. It's great. It's a great deal. There are people making clips, I guess, maybe apparently.
Oh, I forgot about this part.
And there's
where
also
we just
things that get
continuously
cut out
talk
later
over
on.
Terry.
You get to see it like way earlier than everyone else. But also, if you do miss it live, then of course you can go to patreon.com/GoBicker at even the $1 level where you'll get each and every episode early in its entirety, pre and post show. It's a great
Adding
deal.
a little bit of mayo to the
But
burger.
you're like, fine, you know what? Fuck you guys. I don't have any money or whatever the deal is. I don't want to do that. You can go to GoBicker.com/channel or audio services around the globe and listen as well for free. After a little while, you get a nice edited, polished show. It's a great deal. Everything's great. GoBicker's great.
All right, we need a hamburger.
I lied.
Coming
It's
step.
great. No, it really is.
I need you
Remember,
to
of course,
fucking
also
cum on
go
my
to
burger.
GoBicker.com/shop where you can get things like t-shirts, stickers, mugs, and more. Things like flesh
McCum
horse,
sandwich.
beans.
The fucking
Eventually,
McCum.
hard cut. Whenever I finally get around to uploading that.
Milkshake machine
There's been
is not broken
there's
today,
been
baby.
shirt designs we've had for
Do you think he
months that I've
deafens
never,
himself? No, he doesn't deafen himself because we hear him.
never done that.
Oh, we threw him off.
I lost my train of thought because I was sort of listening.
You should never listen.
No, I don't.
No. Because what we're saying is.
And
the
also
most
just go to
important part of
GoBicker.com
the
in general because it's a
This
website
must
that I
be
just paid
hell
for
the
again.
actual,
For I
like,
guess this
stream
is the
listeners. Because
second
we can tune
time
him
I
out,
paid
but
for
like
it.
the streamer,
I
like
think so.
the
Yeah.
people viewing the stream
And
must
so
be
it's like I'd like to use it. We do need to update it more than we do, but that's whatever.
Yeah.
And on that,
Fucking chime in the comments. How do you blow your load
How
when
do
you beat
you?
your dick? Because I want to know. Because I
Thanks
think
for
Terry's
watching.
wrong on this one.
see you next time. Bye.
To be fair, I did see this one video